Hello and welcome back to the marketing podcast for local businesses, the place where small business owners turn dreams into reality through smart marketing. My name is Adam. I run websitedesigners.london. We are an online marketing agency which is ranked in the top 1% in the UK and London, helping businesses generate tens of millions of pounds.
And my name's Josh. I'm the founder of ImproveMySearchRanking.com, a specialist SEO agency based in London. We've helped more than 400 businesses generate over £200 million in sales.
Amazing. So today we're going to be talking about the benefits of Facebook ads versus SEO. So which one's better? When should you use it? What's better for your business? Is one better? Are they for different purposes? I've probably given away the whole podcast already, but let's start off with talk about just a quick brief one sentence on what Facebook ads are and SEO. What's SEO, Josh?
SEO is about getting your website to appear at the top of Google. It stands for Search Engine Optimization, and it basically revolves around picking keywords and getting your business to the top of Google.
Amazing. Meta ads or Facebook ads or social media ads, TikTok ads. We're talking about Facebook today. So Facebook ads are essentially a way of advertising on social media, on Facebook, to your audience in a very targeted way. It's kind of done on a cost per click basis. So you pay each time someone clicks on it. And it's typically done on a kind of keyword basis. So someone types in, if they're searching for jumpers, you can then make sure people can see your ad when they search the word jumpers, green jumpers, if they're located in a certain vicinity in a certain country, etc. So roundabout winded way of saying it's a way of advertising your business online on Facebook. Anything to add to that?
Not really. I suppose one other thing about the Facebook ads is it, as you say, it's targeted, and it kind of, the ads appear in your news feed. So another good thing about Facebook is it can kind of work out what you're interested in based on what you've interacted with. So if you've interacted with some green jumpers, it might start showing you ads for green jumpers.
Exactly. Fantastic. Okay, so let's start off with the goals of local businesses. So let's think about this. Depending on your local business, you're going to have a certain objective. Is it going to be to increase your brand awareness? Is it going to be to increase your traffic, whether it's online or whether it's into your store? Is it going to be about driving sales? So let's talk about how Facebook ads and how SEO can achieve those various goals. So let's start off with brand visibility. What would you say is better, Josh? Do you reckon Facebook ads or SEO for brand visibility? And it can also be a trick question. Maybe they're both.
So brand visibility, despite being an SEO expert, I'd probably say Facebook ads or social media ads is a better way to increase your brand visibility, because if people don't know who you are, they're not going to go into Google and search and magically type in your business name. Whereas on Facebook or other social media platforms, you can get your brand in front of your ideal customer profile based on your target demographics.
Okay, great. No, I agree. I know you're kind of being very modest there, and in terms of, SEO, Facebook ads maybe being a bit better. But again, I'm probably going to say this throughout, but I would say both are important, but I completely agree with Josh there. I'd say SEO is also important in that if you want to have a strong brand and you don't appear in Google, how's that going to look for your brand, right? But no, I think you could argue either way, but I hear your point there. So how about traffic? What do you think? What's your take?
Again, yeah, both pros and cons for both types. It really depends on what type of business you are. If you're like a shop, or if you're offering products in a shop, or if you're more of a service-based business. So there's different the differences there in terms of attracting traffic. If you are a product-based business, I probably again would lean more against SEO and go to products, because products with SEO you might be competing nationally. Not many people will type in dog biscuits Romney. They would just type in dog biscuits.
Correct.
That's more difficult. But whereas if you're searching for garden designer Essex, then, or if you're looking for a garden designer, you need one who's local. You can't get someone from Manchester to come down to Essex to do your garden. So it depends on if you're offering a product or a service, I would say.
Agreed. Okay. So my take on it, attracting traffic. So if it's in person, let's say you bake your cakes, you've got a store on the high street in Essex. It's a big area, I know, but what's going to work better? Well, I think again both. Probably you need to have a dual approach, but having something like Google My Business, where people tend to search in cakes, hyper realistic cakes in Essex, being able to appear online and being, appearing online in that search result on that search engine is probably going to be super important. So I say SEO there, but then again, Facebook ads, if someone's searching for a cake, you're going to want to maybe appear as well on there as well. So again, you've got to probably have a dual approach, maybe look at what's more profitable. Whereas if you're online, again, probably a bit of both. In my view there as well. So look, we're going to have, and I'm sure if you ask another marketing expert, they might have a different opinion there as well. But yeah, so how about driving sales?
Again, it differs based on what you're offering. But generally speaking, and it's a point we're going to speak about in a bit more detail later, is the intention. So when somebody goes to Google, they have intent to find something, whereas when they go to Facebook, they're really just going there to be entertained. So you could argue searches done on Google are more likely to convert into sales, and data suggests that is the case, generally speaking. So in terms of driving sales, SEO is great because it targets people at the end of the buying cycle when they know what they want to buy. So I'd say SEO in that case.
Perfect. I agree with you there. Not going to add anything. Fantastic. So now let's talk about timing. So let's say you want to have a foolproof marketing strategy, and you want to sustainably have a good marketing plan, short term and long term. What would you say is best for the short term, and what would you say is best for the long term, Josh?
Short term, I would say Facebook ads would work better. As you may know, SEO takes time. It's a long-term marketing effort.
Agreed.
You don't tend to get results for at least 3 months, if not longer, depending on your market and the competition there. So with Facebook ads, you can get set up in an hour and then have your ads running later that day and in front of your target market. So short-term, Facebook ads, I would say, definitely works better at getting traffic and through to your website or through to your shop.
Yeah.
And conversely, SEO is probably cheaper long term and more effective long term because you don't have to pay per click anymore. You're appearing in the organic results for your target keywords. So long term SEO has probably a greater impact.
I completely agree. And the only thing that I'll add there is, look, the moment so Facebook ads, as we explained, you pay each time someone clicks on your advert. The moment you stop paying, you will not get any traffic. Whereas with SEO, whilst it might take a little more time to see results, you will, however, be able to continuously reap the benefit of the traffic because you're going to be appearing organically online. So we could stop doing the SEO. Yes, in the long term, several years later, you might start dropping down because other competitors are continuing to do SEO, but you're still going to get those benefits for the long term, medium term, I would say. Yeah. Absolutely. Amazing. So in short, just to summarize that, in the short term, we agreed Facebook ads is better, long term SEO. But again, if you want to have a good marketing campaign, I would say do both.
Agreed.
Yeah. Okay, and so you briefly talked about intent, Josh. What do you mean by that?
So intent, as in you can have high intent or low intent, and high intent would mean you have a high likelihood of converting into a sale, and low intent would be the opposite of that. With SEO and with Facebook ads, you can target people at different parts of the buying cycle. You can try and target people at the end of the buying cycle when they're ready to buy. You can target people at the top of the funnel when they're kind of just aware of a solution they might be interested in. But as I mentioned earlier, with SEO, it's ideal to target people at the end of the buying cycle because they know what they want. They're searching it in Google. They're actively looking for a solution. Whereas on Facebook, they are more likely to be looking to be entertained.
Understood. So it's all about where they are in the decision making in their psychology.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so with what's better in terms of Facebook and versus SEO with the intent? I know you're probably going to say it depends, but let's say they're searching online for, I don't know, their boiler's gone. They're searching for a boiler. They're searching for a plumber to replace the boiler. Facebook or SEO?
SEO.
Agreed. And just to kind of summarize why you're essentially, that you need to get a plumber in. So you're you've got high intent.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore you know exactly what you're searching for. So plumber near me, plumber in Essex, you're going to search into search engines. And if you've got great SEO, your business is going to be the one that crops up. Whereas a Facebook ads, like we said earlier, that's much better for brand visibility. Yes, for traffic as well, but who goes onto Facebook to search for plumbers? Or, unless you're going onto like a local Facebook page or group that people around you that live near you have created, and you're trying to search for a plumber, which is fair enough, possible and likely, but if you're not part of that, then you might want to do that. Okay, and buyer readiness as well. So what do we mean by buyer readiness, Josh?
I'll say it's fairly similar to intent, really. It's just how ready are they to buy? Are they at the end of the buying cycle or are they at the start?
Agreed. Perfect. So intent and buyer readiness, we say SEO, we're both in agreement there for the outlined reasons. Okay, so how about if we look at it from a type of business? So if you're a online retailer selling like ASOS versus, there are other retailers out there, by the way, not just ASOS. If you're an online retailer like ASOS or Shein, Facebook ads or SEO?
I think for a company of the size of ASOS, it would be a mixture of both. But if you was a local shop that sold, it was like a local retail shop of any sort, I think that it would be easier for you to focus on social media ads because you would be coming up against ASOS or Amazon or these major brands if you're trying to compete on SEO. Whereas if you do Facebook ads, you can set your radius to 15 miles or 15 or 10 miles around your office or your shop, and I think you could, for that type of business, for a retail business, a local retail business, it would be great to use Facebook ads.
Fine. No, I hear your thoughts there. Okay, so how about if you are a store, your local store, you're a baker, but don't sell online. You just have a physical store.
Yeah. Again, I probably would go with Facebook. I mean, SEO definitely as well. A blended approach is always best. But if you had to pick one of the two, if you was a baker, I would probably go with Facebook ads because you have quite a visual product. You can have nice photography of your cakes and your donuts and whatnot. And I think that would work well on social media. Agreed.
I guess with the great thing about Facebook is you can be very targeted. Specific. So when we say targeted, you can be targeted by location. So if your baking shop is on Beckenham High Street, You can set for your ads to appear for people that live in Beckenham, and let's say your typical target market is aged between 18 and 50. You can set so anyone who's set their Facebook profile to the ages of 18 to 50, you can target those particular people. So that's why Facebook is quite useful and effective there. Again, for those who maybe, again, if I think about myself, I typically, if I were to come across a baker that I wasn't looking for, so if my intent was low, i.e. I'm just searching and browsing on my social media and I see a great baker that I might want to use in the future, I might save that post and return to it as a future time if I don't forget that I've saved it. Whereas if I have high intent, this is me personally, I would typically type in bakers in Beckenham and then choose one of those bakers on there. So again, I think it is very subjective in nature in that, but that would be in fact, I've even bought flowers using that same premise. I've seen great flower delivery services online, saved them, but I didn't have anyone to send flowers to. But when I thought, oh, okay, it was your birthday, in fact, I sent you a plant, right? So I didn't know. I've seen, again, great florists in Beckenham. I've got friends who are florists, in fact, in Beckenham. I completely forgot. So I wanted to buy you a plant that you killed after a couple of days. And so I went onto Google. So for me, I'd say search engine, personally, as a kind of subjective view. But again, I completely hear the targeted approach.
Yeah, I think it really depends on what your business is. So if you're a coffee shop or a bakery or you're a store, but you offer essentially a service that you can't get online, then I would definitely agree with you. SEO is the way to go. I was thinking more if you're, for example, on the high street here, there's a shop that sells baby clothes.
Got you.
But I don't think anybody would search for baby clothes in location X. They would search more broadly without a location and buy that online.
Yes.
So that baby shop could then run a Facebook ad to new mums who live within 5 kilometres of their store on Facebook, and they drive that traffic and those people to their store.
Great point. I completely agree with that. Okay, so service-based local businesses, Facebook ads or SEO?
For local service-based businesses, I would focus more on SEO than Facebook. The reason being, when you're looking for a service, it's different to a product. A service normally can be like a larger investment. It might be you need a plumber, you need a garden designer, you need an electrician, you might have some sort of issue in your house that you might need an emergency repairs done. So for this kind of stuff, I think it works better with Google, because you're not going to randomly come across those services on your Facebook newsfeed, but you would actively go to Google and search for the service that you need. So I would say SEO is more effective here.
Agreed. And I think we touched on it previously as well. You know, the plumber and garden and broken boiler example we gave, I completely agree. Service-based local businesses, typically, you're going to be high intent. If you need someone, especially like an emergency plumber near me, you're not going to scroll on Facebook, right, searching for that. So I completely agree. Let's talk about money. So budget considerations and what's most cost effective, Facebook ads or SEO. So I know we talked about short-term Facebook ads is more effective, but SEO is more effective in the long term. So, and I know this is going to be more of it depends, but what are your thoughts?
Yeah, it definitely depends, which is a key word used by SEO agency owners. It depends is the answer to every question. But there's cost involved with both, obviously, and whatever your budget is, that's going to impact what solution would be best for your business. So it's definitely a difficult question to answer.
So let's give you, our audience a couple of scenarios here. So I am a florist, just started, got a budget of £50 a month to spend on marketing.
Yeah. So Facebook is the clear winner. There's you can't do SEO at such a low cost. It's going to be a lot more expensive than that.
And anyone that claims they can, come find me. Or anyone that claims that can, for those who don't know, it's nonsense. Or it's just, it sounds too good to be true, unless they're just starting out and they're just doing you a favour, maybe, right? But I would say, probably Facebook ads, agreed. How about someone who starting out, but they've got, $3,000 to spend on marketing. Ideally, they want $3,000 lump sum. Once that's gone, it's gone. What would you say?
I think it goes back to what type of business they are. So if it's a florist, okay. So if it's a florist, I would probably split it to some degree. So maybe 50-50, or maybe 70% into SEO and 30% into ads on social media. So yeah, with $3,000, that's quite a nice budget. You can do a lot of that. You can set up all your fundamental SEO best practices. You can build out all your local SEO landing pages. You can start doing a lot of things on the SEO front, and it also would leave you some money to invest into your ads to get some instant results, while the SEO might take a couple of months to get going.
Agreed. I would put some into ads and put some into SEO. So yeah, I'd be inclined to go from the region of 60% to 80% SEO, and then obviously 40-20, as in between 40 and 20% of Facebook ads as well, just to get that immediate impact, to get you up and running with some clientele. And hopefully then you can reinvest the money that the leads you get from the Facebook ads and reinvest that into SEO, because that will get you some good leads in the future. All right, now let's say you are you've got $2,000 a month to spend, Facebook ads or SEO.
Again, as a florist, I would probably revert to the same answer as previous. So I would probably put 60-70% into SEO, setting that up, and then the remainder into ads.
Agreed. Okay, now let's talk about the cost of ads versus SEO. So with Facebook ads, I presume there is a one-off implementation, i.e. setup, to ensure that you're targeting the right demographic, targeting the right keywords. So in fact, I'll take this for the Facebook ads. There is going to be a one-off implementation charge. Some agencies might say we charge you a $200 or a couple of £100 setup fee, and then monthly percentage of whatever your ad budget is. Whereas with SEO, Josh?
With SEO, there's normally an upfront cost. Again, it depends on the agency and how they work, but there may be some sort of upfront cost to do the keyword research, the SEO audit, the fixes that are required. And then there's normally also an ongoing charge with SEO, because it requires constant work to create all the pages you need and do everything else that's required.
Agreed. So Facebook has, just to be clear, it might be a one-off setup fee of low couple of hundreds, and then let's say your ad budget is £300 a month, they might charge you £50 a month on top of that, so you'll be paying £350 a month. Or if you, let's say your maximum is £300, then you'll pay £250, which will go into your ads, £50 will go to the agency, or £100 will go to the agency, and £200 will go to the ads. With SEO, again, like Josh was saying, sometimes there might be an upfront cost for the keyword research, let's say a few hundred, and then ongoing there might be a few £100 per month, but lower than the upfront cost. Or some SEO agencies just charge a flat amount every single month, if they feel that you're just going to be a loyal customer for several months, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Before we finish, two other topics we'll quickly whiz through. How about for local audiences? So if we think about near me searches, go on.
Yeah, so both Facebook and Google allow you to target your local audience in a different manner. With SEO, you'll be trying to pick up people near you. So often you might do a search for service plus near me, or product near me, or the actual location you live in. And that's where SEO allows you to target your local audience. On the social media side of things, as you kind of alluded to earlier, you can kind of precisely target a geographic area when you set your adverts up. So targeting local audience with SEO is you create location-specific landing pages. So garden designer in location X, garden designer in location Y. With Facebook ads, it's more so in the ad setup. You choose who you want your ad to appear to.
Yeah. No, spot on. I agree. And then I'll take the trust and credibility. So if we think about when you're typing in search results, typically, organic search rankings may offer greater perceived trustworthiness compared to paid ads, because typically the kind of consumer mindset is anybody can pay for an advert, but it's difficult. But those who appear higher on Google or search engines are likely to be more trustworthy. So therefore, I am going to go for the person or the company who is ranked higher in those search results. Therefore, I would say SEO is probably better than Facebook ads there. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd agree. The trust and credibility you get from a high Google ranking is great, whereas with Facebook ads, anyone can pay and you can appear in a newsfeed instantly.
Exactly.
Cool. Yeah, so in summary of what we've spoke about today, the topic was Facebook ads versus SEO. What is better for local businesses? And we went through a few different topics, and there's not a clear winner really. They're both good.
SEO.
Maybe SEO maybe slightly wins it. It might, but social media definitely is a useful marketing tool as well. So first we spoke about the goals of local businesses. So is it about you want to get more visibility, more traffic, more sales? Facebook and SEO can help depending on what type of business you are, which you also spoke about. We talked about the short-term and long-term nature of Facebook being great for short-term, SEO being great for long-term. We spoke about intent and buyer readiness, and SEO won out there because when people go to Google, they have a high likelihood of converting because they know exactly what they're looking for. We spoke about budgets and cost effectiveness with it's either or there. We spoke about how to target local audiences on both platforms and the kind of trust and credibility too. Amazing.
Well, look, thank you very much, guys, for listening. That's been hopefully that you found that super informative. And hopefully you'll catch us for the next episode. Please do follow, subscribe, and do let us know if you like us to cover any particular topics in the future. My name has been Adam.
And I'm Josh.
And speak to you soon.